Oh, wow.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the new Minecraft podcast that we're doing. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the brand new Minecraft DLC. Gabe, what are your thoughts on this?
I think that Red Letter Media does it better.
Red Letter Media, who are they? A bunch of hack frauds?
I think Activision should buy Minecraft.
Activision, right? The hacks who made Call of Duty, is that correct?
I think Wikipedia should buy Minecraft.
You know what I think?
What?
I think that you are a Joe Rogan fan. A Trumper, if you will. You are a anti-vaxxer who's against gay rights.
Hold up a second here. Hold up a second. You can't go there. You're not allowed to go there with me. You are not allowed to talk about anti-vaxxing. Let me tell you something.
You know, I think I
No. I don't care if you want to say whatever you want to say, but you listen up. I take horse tranquilizers, okay? You think I need a fucking vaccine when I take horse tranquilizers? You're crazy.
You take fentanyl?
Yes, sir.
Would you happen to know where I could get some?
In my pants.
How do I get that? Do I just unbutton them?
Whoa.
Untie your drawstring?
Buddy, that's a little gay. It's in my pocket, stupid.
Well, at the time of this recording, I have to say it is June. I don't know when this will come out, but it is Pride Month, you know. So it's okay for a straight man to let loose every once in a while, you know.
Alright, I think that was a good enough intro. Good lord.
Who are you talking to? It's Monday night in Hollywood Boulevard, and all the stars are out this evening. Okay, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah, I was about to say, holy crap. Anyway, so Floyd, what are we doing today?
Well,
it's been a while since we sat down and done this.
We should give him a proper welcome. Hello, welcome back to Strangecast after all these years.
Seriously,
you
almost.
See, we're recording in a silo right now. There's oil in here. We're hiding. Gabe has been arrested 20 times this past year.
I mean, and Floyd still just sits in his room all day, so I guess I'm living.
You know what I do in my room all day?
Don't.
You know what I do in my room all day? I read books.
Oh.
I read books about what right oils to use when I goon, you know?
Ah, there it is.
Yeah.
I knew the gooning joke was coming. It has been a while since we've done a Strange Cast. We had a second one recorded forever ago. And that one's gone. Maybe we can rehash that one in the future.
We had like 2 recorded, like,
I don't even remember
a
what the
couple
other
years
one was.
ago. I think 2 summers ago we had a couple of them recorded.
I don't even remember what the second one was, but I remember we had one about dreams, and I'd love to rehash that one eventually.
And we might here, just depends on how we feel, but I don't know.
Yeah, my hopes, especially because sometimes writing and then filming does take a little bit longer, and obviously both of us have not been doing very great on that.
No,
I feel like I would like to do more of this podcast, get some content out there.
Oh my god, I have to get content out for my viewers.
I know.
So anyways, we did have a bunch of stuff filmed, like, last year, and then shit happens, shit gets deleted, we have shitty computers.
Yeah.
Well, I still have a laptop. This guy's a full-blown PC now.
Yeah, I hate to do it, Floyd, but we're literally sitting in my music studio.
Yeah?
And you can listen to my music.
You know what, man?
If anyone is interested.
You know what, man?
Shameless plug.
It's no need to be shameless. It's good to be proud of that stuff, you know? You see, you're an artist, man.
It's about to become like real sad hours here.
We might, we'll see.
I mean, that wasn't the intent, but
this is supposed to be a loose show, so
that is very true.
So I just want to say, man, like, you make stuff all the time. You're always making stuff, and you know, you always inspire me every time you show me stuff. Your music, everything you do, like, and you're becoming really well. You've been good at it for a long time now. Like, you're getting good at sound mixing and writing lyrics.
I just don't want to sound cocky, so I don't want to say anything, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I know that we tell that to each other all the time, but it's a little different when we're recording it and putting it out there, but I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
and I definitely put effort into it, but I want to get more stuff out under Strange State because
It's dying.
we haven't done anything with it, and most of the time when we do, it's your stuff. But I want to get back into filming and recording more for it.
Yeah, me too.
Because we always come up with really good ideas. Like right now, we're writing, at least when this is being recorded, a script. Solely, the idea came from walking by a laundromat. That was it. We walked by a laundromat. We're like, what's the story? What's the story there?
Well, you're missing key details. Like, I don't mean to sound like an asshole, but
I'm just saying though, something as tiny as a laundromat has inspired a really good story.
But we used to go walking down on like the streets. We used to go walk down the streets at night.
Yeah.
Like at like 10 to 12 p.m. sometimes a.m.
Yeah.
And we would just hang out and stuff. We'd usually go down to like a gas
station or something. Yeah. I mean.
And every time we did, I always felt scared, but I wanted to do it because it was fun. We had good memories from it.
Oh yeah, definitely. They'll stick forever.
But when one time we walked by a laundromat, and I told Gabe, like, is it just me or do laundromats have like really good feelings? Like, you walk by one or you're inside one, like you feel comfortable for some reason, you know? And then he said, yeah, I agree. And we started spitballing this idea for like a movie, like a whole movie set inside a laundromat.
Yeah. So I mean, there are things like this that one is a bit more. At least for the moment, we kind of, I think, both can agree, more just for the script purpose. Mm-hmm. But there are, we've always been able to come up with really good shorts and ideas that are doable, and I'd love to get back into that.
Another thing we've been discussing is, like, remaking some of the old shorts. Well,
I definitely want to redo Substance, for sure.
I have some good ideas for it in terms of sound editing.
And I finally want to get a good STD and BBC short out, which are two of our characters that we've come up with, and
that we've never shown.
I mean, we've tried once or twice, and it just wasn't the time or place or the quality.
We tried making a short; it didn't work. We weren't happy with how it came out.
Yeah, but I'd love to, get it out there.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, now that we're almost approaching 10 minutes already.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Time, dude.
Yeah.
Crazy. The intention of this was... Well, not the intention, sorry. The basis of what we wanted to talk about, I had an idea. Let's talk video games. I mean, I know the only other podcast we have up so far is just kind of backstory on our friendship.
Yeah.
But my goal is, like you said, I want to be able to put our own stories and stuff into things, but we also want to have basically a platform to just talk about things we enjoy. Mm. Me being like... anything from stuff I like music and whatever, to stuff you like films and...
You know what we should do? So you should do your own little series on this channel where you become like Needle Drop. you take his place and you review albums and shit that come out. You should do it. I would join you on some.
I mean, I'd be down to, but... I don't know. I personally hate music reviews because... I really do respect all music.
Yeah.
And even if I utterly hate a lot of music, but I respect it, and so I don't want to...
Like when you say...
I don't want to be the needle drop. Everyone hates that guy because, he hates my favorite band, or he didn't like my favorite band's newest album, and...
That's how I feel. Like, sometimes I want to do movie reviews.
Yeah.
But I don't like a lot of mainstream movies anymore. Like...
I think that works a bit more in your favor, though, because you can still just do movies that you somewhat enjoy.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, with me, Well,
the thing is with us, we, like our own things, so...
Yeah.
We don't want to, I kind of want to piss people off with my opinions, but I don't know about you.
I don't mind, but there's a certain point.
Yeah,
I like how I started going on this tangent about how we were going to talk about something, and then...
Well, tangents are good, dude.
They always come with the best ideas and stories and moments.
It's good filler. It's the shit in Twinkies that everyone likes. Come.
Yeah.
But anyway, 9/11. No, I'm kidding. So anyway, video games.
Yes, that was where I was going with that. Completely spaced it, but
So, everyone loves them. Everyone wants to make them. Everyone wants to be in one.
Everyone's played a video game.
Everyone at one point in their lives has played a game. Even your grandmother.
I believe it.
What video game do you think your grandmother's played?
Probably just something stupid at my aunt's house.
Mario.
Something stupid I was playing, or something stupid that, or maybe even, maybe something that, when she started having kids, they played. NES, Super NES. I kind of wanted to talk though, since we're gonna be doing video games today. Like, there's a few different things, honestly. I kind of want to talk about like what would your golden era of video games be, but I also want to talk about like. I want to kind of keep it away from the mainstream conversation because, for one example, like I don't want to talk about like, oh, what do you think the best game is or the best console is, and the reason is because you can't argue with like, for example, a PC or PS5 or Xbox One is just so technology like advanced that obviously it's quote unquote the best, but it doesn't mean that everything hits you like in that emotion or in that feel. You know what I mean? Like, nostalgia is one thing to take into factor. I kind of want to focus more on those kind of things. Like, what games do you love? What consoles do you love? Not what do you think is, like, superior.
So,
if that makes sense.
Like, you could start with, like, top 5 favorite games and then,
yeah,
like,
sure.
Yeah. What was that? That little gesture, you're like, yeah, sure. I felt like I was on a talk show. Fucking Jimmy Kimmel here.
Well, I'm Jimmy Fallon. Ready? Dude, you're too much. I mean, man, I have to thank you though for coming down anyway, because you're really busy these days. I mean, look at your career and
well, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, yeah, dude, go for it. Why don't you start with that? What would you say your top 5 games would be off the top of your head though?
Okay. So, as of right now, I would have to say there's like Final Fantasy VII, the original, not the shitty. Well, the remake isn't that shitty, but it's okay. Dark Souls. Look at me.
What?
Naming Jap games for. No, I'm kidding. Final Fantasy VII, Dark Souls. Super Mario World. That's one I always go back to on the SNES. Shit, you always like. Your mind always goes blank when you get these questions.
Exactly, like, yeah.
Dark Souls, Final Fantasy VII, Resident Evil 4, Super Mario World. One more. Star Wars, GTA San Andreas. There.
Wow, okay. That was a really good lineup. I like that you threw Super Mario in there because the NES really, I think personally still holds up. Because it's so simplistic that like, every once in a while, everyone loves casual gaming, where you're not sitting there to be involved in a story or be involved in the controls. And the SNES it is still 4 buttons, but most of the time, like for example, on any Mario game at the time, you really only need to use one. You know what I mean? Other than a direction. So I really I think the NES and the Super NES still hold up as some favorites. And like for me, I would definitely put Mario in general up there.
Just any game from Mario.
I mean, especially pre-64 though, like Super Mario 2, any of the SNES ones, like Yoshi. I really think they all are good casual playing games.
Yeah.
I would definitely say my top favorite, my 5 would be the Tony Hawk games. Specifically though for me, Tony Hawk's Proving Ground, because that was like prime gaming era for me, where I was playing a lot of PS3, and it was like the first time I was able to dive into games for more than a few hours. Like I was able to play them non-stop. So that one specifically, Tony Hawk's Proving Ground, any Game Boy era Pokemon game.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a favorite though, I'd say Emerald. I really like Emerald. It's Tony Hawk, Pokemon. We'll go. Even though I've never beaten Skyrim in full, I would say Skyrim is up there because I love how much you can do with it. And even though I've never fully walked through it, I played it constantly. I played it on and off my whole life,
You've never played the main story, like all the way through?
Not all the way through.
Okay.
But I still would put Skyrim up there. I also would put, because I'm always such a sucker for this game. I've played it like 5 times now. Spider-Man from PS4. That game is definitely up there. I really love the story in that game as well. And then, what did I say? Tony Hawk, Pokemon, Skyrim, Spider-Man. Oh, and then the Lego Star Wars, the complete saga.
Okay. It's pretty good. Those are all licensed games, but okay. No, I'm kidding.
No, I get it, but Lego Star Wars especially, like, is another game I can always go back to. And I
Yeah,
always
me too.
do end up going back to.
That's one of those games where I know everything. Like, I know where everything's at. Like, I'll go back and play every once in a while. But I want to say something about Skyrim.
Yeah.
Yeah! Skyrim is pretty fun at first. Like, I played the main quest all the way through. But one thing I noticed, like, when you fight one fucking dragon, you fight them all, because they all fucking play the same. That's it. No, I'm kidding. But I like the open world aspect of it. It's very relaxing. You can just fuck around and shit. And I remember the first time you showed me Skyrim, like, I just went around fucking villages and, like fucking pillaged and shit. Even though cat just attacked me.
I was gonna ask.
The cat's a Skyrim fan.
Clearly, they're having a little Skyrim boss fight right now. What was your first console that you owned?
PS2.
GameCube.
I wish. I didn't have a GameCube ever.
That's the
Still
first
don't.
time I remember playing Lego Star Wars was on the GameCube. That was the game I played the most on GameCube.
So I got my first console when I was 5. When did you get it?
Probably 5 or 6. I want to say it was first grade.
Yeah.
So
your first game?
the first game I remember owning is Lego Star Wars, just again because of the GameCube.
Okay. What's your favorite position? Oh, what? Sorry.
What was yours that you remember?
So first I got my PlayStation 2, and I think I got 2 games, which was Madagascar on the PlayStation 2, which I still have. That's my first video game ever, and I still have it. And then I got Lego Star Wars, the very first one.
See, that's really cool because me, like, I've owned like 3 different PS2s in my lifetime.
Oh yeah.
And I've owned like 3 different GameCubes in my lifetime. So
remember that other day when I came over and I brought Resident Evil 4 on the PlayStation 2?
yeah.
And I had like the old PlayStation 2 discs, like the disc cases, they would have like a little thing where you could put your memory cards in. I brought my memory card because that's where all my progress was, obviously.
On like everything, though.
Mm-hmm. On every game, yeah. Every game I've ever played on the PlayStation 2, that's where all the progress is. So I bring Resident Evil 4 to play it at Gabe's house, and I try to take out the memory card out of the tray, and I almost break it. It's the scariest shit in the world. Remember how pissed off I was?
You literally had a heart attack, and then we couldn't get it to load right away.
I know, yeah.
So we were freaking out.
I was so scared, dude. That's the most scared I've ever been in my life.
You know what though? That brings up a good conversation. What are some of your favorite gaming moments with me? Because I just thought of one, and I remember this is sometime within the last 6 months. I showed you a game that I used to love as a kid, SSX3.
Oh yeah.
And it's a snowboarding game, the SSX series, but 3 was just the one I remember playing as a kid. And even though we've only ever played it twice together, that first time, dude, was like, it still stands out to me. We had so much fun playing that. We played for like hours.
I still need to find that game. Like, after I saw it, I was like, this is awesome. It's just a snowboarding game on the PlayStation 2. But you like race it's kind of like the Surf's Up game for people who remember that, but with snowboarding. But we played that for like hours. And then another nice little gaming memory I have is you showed me Halo 1.
Oh yeah, on the original Xbox.
Yeah.
I remember when I had gotten the original Xbox, because I never personally owned one, but I remember I played one a lot. Hello. Good Lord.
How are you doing today? I'm gonna kill myself now.
Now I don't know what I was saying. Oh yeah, I remember I never owned an original Xbox, but I had played it a lot from one of my dad's friends, and so when I got it, I had to play the original Halo because I had never played it.
Yeah.
And that was super fun.
Can I join in on this conversation?
Sure.
I never had an Xbox either. I got the Xbox after my mom's girlfriend broke up with her and left it in the living room, and my mom was like, you can take it to your room.
Valid. Definitely valid.
I remember playing Halo.
I remember, I mean, I do love when we do play the WWE games, but the times that stuck out the most for me when we played them, though, just because of the time period, was when we used to play before I got back into them.
Mm-hmm.
So it was probably like 2013 or so. So that would have been like WWE 12 probably. That was probably another prime moment for us. I think I enjoyed a lot. Yeah.
Oh my
It
god.
is.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
I'm in
Yeah.
a podcast
This is
now.
Jordan.
Hello. Hi. Slay Queen, get into it.
Say something.
1000%. Jordan, what's your favorite video game of all time?
Minecraft.
Got the-
Yes, probably
oh.
Minecraft or GTA.
Yep, 5.
GTA 5 or The Sims.
The
Sims.
Simpsons video.
The Simpsons.
GTA
The
5.
Sims.
GTA 5 is pretty good.
Black
I
Ops
like
3.
GTA 4.
Black Ops 3.
That was another
Black
one for
Ops.
us
Call
too.
of Duty.
We played a lot of Black Ops 3.
Black
Black-
Ops 1 is a good one.
Black Ops 2. Revenge of the...
Call of Duty,
Black Ops Modern Warfare.
Backshots 4.
What the hell's Backshot? Oh. Airback 2.
Yeah.
I'll be
Call
back.
of Duty.
Call of Booty was good,
Yeah, it
dude.
was, dude. Sticking
But
a
no,
thumb in
I just
booty.
realized too, we have so many memories with Black Ops 3.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we did. There was a summer where that's all we played.
Yep.
And that was the summer when we both had PS4s, I think. Like we both
I think it was
got
the
'em.
first summer
Yeah,
that we had them.
when we first got him.
Yeah.
You got it before me.
Yeah, I got it for Christmas, so it would have been like 6 months or so before. Favorite video game characters? How about that?
Sephiroth.
I knew that was going to be your first one.
Sephiroth.
I almost said it for you.
Leon S. Kennedy from Resident Evil 4. He's really funny. I like when he suplexes old men. And Cloud Strife, because he's pretty relatable. He's just an emo bitch who just fucking complains about everything. Well, he is in the remake anyway, Final Fantasy. Who else? Who else is a good one? CJ, dude.
I was about to say CJ is one of mine.
CJ. And Master Chief is one of my favorites of all
No.
time.
I mean, I personally really liked CJ. I think he is the greatest Grand Theft Auto character that we've had, at least that you can play as.
Yeah. I like Nico from GTA 4.
I didn't play a
don't
lot of
think you
GTA
played
4.
it.
I mean, I played it a few times, but I've never played it through or any of the story.
Yeah. I went over to my friend Sabas's house the other day and I showed him GTA 4. And the funniest shit was fucking driving so fast and slamming into a building and going through the window. The windshield.
I just thought of a good one too. We haven't really ever talked about VR with other people.
Oh no.
That's a crazy experience. Playing
We should
VR
record
chat.
it
We
and
should.
put it up.
I really want to, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I played VR chat in a world that was the back rooms. It was level 1 and supposedly level 2 of the back rooms.
Yeah.
But that was pretty funny.
That was.
And I remember there's this little character that whoever made the world had made up. It looks like a plastic bag with arms and legs. And he was just walking in a circle, so we didn't really trip about it too much. We were like, oh, what the heck is that?
Oh yeah.
But then we went up to it, and it touched you, and I started freaking out because
I
you were
disappeared.
gone. You were just gone. I was freaking out, and I was like, did you fucking die? So I touched it, and that room, dude, with the music,
went to
and
some weird ass Twin Peaks room with carousel music.
it literally
playing.
looked like you were inside a brain or something,
Yeah.
dude.
And there was a bunch of those little creatures in there, and they were just dancing. And we tried touching them to go back, but we couldn't.
That was
So we just had to restart the game. But VR is a very interesting world, especially VR chat. Because VR chat, you can go and fuck with people.
Yep.
And they get the way we're talking right now, we're pretty tame. But when we're when we're gaming, man, we're fucking in our own little zone, you know?
Oh yeah, 1000%. I really, what else? I really like... I remember that we played the Wii a few times when we were younger together.
Yeah.
Wii Sports is a good one. Wii Sports will always be golden.
Yeah, I didn't have too many good games on the Wii when I was a kid, but now I do. Like,
I think I had better games on the Wii when I was a
Yeah.
kid than I do now. Just because now, if you come across a good one, it tends to be more expensive.
yeah.
Because, like, I remember one of my favorite Mario games ever was Super Mario
Galaxy.
Galaxy. Yep.
I found Super Mario Galaxy at a Noble's a video game store. And it was like, I forgot how much it was. It was like $20 or something.
Yeah.
But that was a good buy, because before that, like, now you can just get Mario Galaxy on Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. But it's still not the same.
But back then it was a lot less easy to find.
Yep.
So that was a good buy. I can't find Galaxy 2 anywhere.
Yeah, Galaxy 2 was also fun. Like, those are games I had that I wish that I would have held on to. Like,
Yeah.
that's another console. The Wii, I've had 3 Wiis. I've had 2. Well, I think I know I've had 2. I think I've had 3.
I've had 2 Wiis. I finally got another one.
I should have
last
put
year.
Guitar Hero in my list. Because
Oh.
Guitar Hero has been a game I've been playing since I was like
that's a big
6. Because I remember I got a PS2 shortly after I got my GameCube, and my favorite game ever to play, at least at that time, was Guitar Hero 3.
Yeah.
I remember I was so good at it as a kid too. I don't think I'm even as good now.
Remember before we had the internet and shit? Well, we had it, but we weren't
Yeah, I know what you mean.
we weren't using it for everything. Like, everything with video games was like, we were the last generation to like actually talk to people about games with. Like,
You didn't have to have Wi-Fi to be able to play GTA or to
Yeah.
be able to play
everything was
Black Ops or...
yeah, everything was like word of mouth. Like, you could say like, oh my god, you know, if you go to the woods in GTA San Andreas, you can find Bigfoot.
Yep.
Like, this is shit people talk about on the internet, but nowadays everyone knows about this kind of stuff. Like,
Right. Well, I mean, you
but-
can find it on every website now.
Yeah. Then, like, people would make up shit, like, in school, like, oh, if you go into the Viridian Forest in Pokemon, you could find a Mewtwo or something.
Yeah.
Like, people would lie and shit. Like,
Yep.
you go and you're like, I can't find a Mewtwo anywhere. But I miss those days, like, when you didn't have the internet, you can just talk to people about games and such.
It's different how our mindsets have changed since we were kids, like, as far as that goes. Like, now, not only do you have to have internet to basically play games, because most of the time you have to install something,
Yeah, it's the shit part.
but that aside, like, unless someone, like, you and I have no problem playing games together, like couch
No.
co-op and stuff, but like, if you weren't over, if I wasn't at your place or something, it's so much harder to play a multiplayer game like Black Ops or GTA without using the internet.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I can't sit there and play Call of Duty without going online or going on zombies or something. Whereas, like, back when we were kids, we could just play local zombies. You know, it wasn't a big deal. It was nothing.
Yeah, I don't play online games at all, really, unless it's with friends.
Well, and that's how I am too. Like, mine is mostly tamed down. Like, I mostly play multiplayer. If I'm really bored, I'll go online or something. But
Yeah. Like, I'll play Minecraft online, or maybe Gmod, or fucking VR chat. That's about it.
like, maybe it's just me that like had that mindset switch where, like, as a kid I didn't need that, but now it's like, if I'm gonna play Call of Duty, I'm either playing with friends or I'm not gonna play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And it wasn't always like that. When I was a kid, it didn't matter. But now, I think that's part of why I've started to love open world and story-driven games more than I did as a kid. Like, I've completely fallen in love with Fallout, and like, Doom is another good one. It has, like, a Call of Duty feel, but it's completely
Well, Doom
single
isn't
player.
really about the story, it's about the gameplay.
Well, but it's completely single player is what
Yeah.
I mean. Like, I don't play games that have a lot of multiplayer access anymore. I've fallen in love with more story-driven games or more control-driven games, something like that, because I'm not a big fan personally of playing games online with other people, but as a kid, like, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
If it was a game that you could play online, like GTA or Call of Duty, I still wouldn't. It wouldn't be a big issue with me.
Yeah.
But now it definitely is. So I tend to go towards, like, Watch Dogs is one of my favorite games too, and I love playing Watch Dogs because you don't have to worry about playing with other people.
Yeah. That's what it's kind of like with, like, any, like, From Software game, like Dark Souls or Bloodborne. Like, it's a single player game, but people can come in and fuck you up whenever they want.
Right.
Like you can be fighting a boss and someone could come in and kill you when you're about to kill the boss. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
But it's also fun. It adds another risk factor into it.
Oh yeah, I think so.
What and well, like the PS2 is probably my favorite generation for games, just because I grew up with it. So people are like, "Oh, that's unfair. You have a bias." And I'm like, "Whatever." Man.
I feel like mine is PS3 because like
PS3 was really
I
good.
kind of touched on it earlier, but when I was younger, like when I started playing PS3, that was really when I was able to play video games. When I had a GameCube or a PS2, I still like, oh, you can only play for an hour today or something like that. But then I remember right around the time I got my PS3, it was way later than everyone else. It was probably like 2010 or 11. But at that point, so like 5th grade, 6th grade, that's when I really was able to start diving into playing games more. So I fell in love with stuff like the Tony Hawk games and the Call of Duty games and stuff like that. So I have to say PS3 is my favorite era.
Yeah. What I like the most, like I like different things. Like I like different eras, things from different eras. Like
Right.
sometimes I'll be into like the PS1 stuff, and then I'll go back to like N64, PlayStation 2, and then I'll go and play new stuff every once in a while, which is very rare.
I still get into handheld kicks all the time. Like I have a Game Boy and a Nintendo emulator on my phone because I still have my Nintendo. Well, I rebought a Nintendo Lite, and I love that because you can play the DS and the Game Boy games on it.
You shouldn't say you have an emulator on here.
I don't care.
It's
what
illegal.
people say.
It's not what people are gonna say. It's what Nintendo's gonna do to you.
Well, I don't care.
Do you want a really fucking awesome?
The funny thing too is Nintendo would. Nintendo would
would.
completely blacklist some random kid from a YouTube channel with what, like 60 subscribers?
Nintendo's crazy.
Yep.
No, dude, it's 30 on here.
Okay, well, whatever. My point is, they totally would. They would shamelessly
care,
like,
dude.
blacklist me from buying Nintendo.
They would take
ever
all
again.
your money
Yep.
that you were probably gonna give some of it to them anyway.
Exactly.
But you know, don't get emulators. Don't.
It's
make
okay.
fan
I'm getting that
games.
Nintendo Switch OLED emulator. Don't worry about it. No, I'm kidding. Don't sue me.
You know what, Nintendo? He sold his Nintendo Switch. He denounced his love for Nintendo. He doesn't love you guys anymore.
PlayStation, baby.
Xbox, PC, Sega.
Well, anything else?
Well, I'm having fun.
Could always do a second one.
Yeah. Well, guys, I think Gabe wants to call it quits. So, I don't know how long this has been. How long has it been?
33 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to call it quits. I just think we can move on to a different topic.
Okay.
So
From video games? Oh, you. Okay.
we have more.
We do, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess.
Unless you have anything you want to add to the video game conversation.
No, I think people are getting their little attention spans are getting bored from this. They're clicking out right now, and unsubscribing and blacklisting, and then they're
Except
unfollowing
that
me.
one guy.
What?
He just lost his attention span now. He stuck in a little bit longer than everyone else.
But since you mentioned him, he's sitting there.
He's fully
sitting
drawn
there.
in. And he's mad that I mentioned him, so now he got the timestamp for my Nintendo comment about the emulator, and he's reporting me to Nintendo right now.
He's sitting there at his desk, like rubbing his cock through his jeans, and like breathing very heavily.
Do you ever worry that like your mom or someone is gonna watch your YouTube?
No, I think they know about. I don't ever hide my sense of humor from anybody. Really, and if I don't ever show it, that just means I'm sad, dude.
Fair enough. Well then, wait. That was slapping cheeks, and
well,
I guess if you don't listen to the next Strange Cast, you're a dick sucker, and unfortunately for you, you've been banned from this YouTube. So,
well, I don't want to ban them. I
will.
want to say I love all the people who've given us their time and attention.
I love you too, but if you don't continue giving us attention, I will go into a fit of rage and black out and start punching windows.
Look, I know we don't have enough subscribers yet, but we're considering starting a Patreon, so please Please support us.
I'm definitely not considering that. But if you don't watch the next Strange Cast, I will definitely punch at least 3 or 4 of the windows in my house.
If you don't watch the next Strange Cast video, I will fucking break through the window with a chainsaw
At 3 a.m.
and put it down on the floor, hook it up to a charger, and kiss you delightfully upon thine forehead, and leave a booger stain on your forehead too.
That sounds great.
And then I will clone you, and then I will fucking kill your